rocking my G-Shock. I'm rocking my Superstar. I'm rocking my G-Shock. I'm rocking my Superstar. I'm rocking my G-Shock. I'm rocking my Superstar. I'm rocking my G-Shock. I'm rocking my Superstar.
What's up, YouTube? We're back with another limited edition G-Shock collaboration, and today we have the Burton GGB100 Mud Master. Now this one here is not difficult to find yet, but trust me, it will be. It's just a matter of time before the stores run out and the prices skyrocket. So first thing first, if you haven't got one already, please get it under retail or at about retail before they blow up and you lose out on this great opportunity. Here it is, the Burton GGB100 in all its glory in its beautiful, awesome print box. The box itself has some cool snowy forest trees there, which then transfers over to the watch design itself. Here's the model number, GGB100 BTN for Burton-1, one for black, that's mostly the color of the watch. 5594 module, and this is a domestic import. It's not a Japan import. So you can get it locally. Don't have to import it from Japan and pay all them fees. Here it is. Now, a lot of people are kind of contemplating and they're kind of debating on the selection of colors. I am not afraid of my masculinity. I, my friends, don't mind the pink color on any watch. If you're a man, you can wear any color you like. They've gone ahead and incorporated some pink colors on this watch. And with that, let's unbox this beauty. Now, before I get started, guys, please bear with me. This will be a lengthy video, not only because of all the functions. I'm going to try to capture all of the design, some close-up macro shots of the watch, and talk about some of the functions. This watch has a ton of functions, and I want to cover that all. So with that, let's get started. Please bear with me and let's go. Start off with the unboxing. Now, that's interesting. Got a little cutoff right there. Maybe a little cutoff of the print there. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but I doubt it. Here's the manual, 5594. Don't need that. Don't talk about that. G-Shock GGB100. That's the standard color right there. One of the brown ones, the tan color, or green, I should say. That's green. Now let's take a look at the tin. Put this box to the side. Here's the tin. Ooh, never fails. The black, glossy black tin with the beautiful G-Shock Burton pink. All right, otherwise just black glossy. Here's the Burton on top once again on the lid of the tin. Inside you have your warranty card. Put that to the side, and the moment we've been all waiting for. The GGB100 Burton Edition G-Shock collaboration. But we can't review this GGB100 without the ensemble behind the backup singers, I should say. All right, put this to the side. Oh yeah, here's a tag for you guys in case you're interested in the SKU number or anything like that. G-Shock GGB100 BTN-1A, retail for $440, 5594 module. And there, my friends, is SKU. Use that accordingly to locate the watches in the local store near you. All right, here it is. Awesome watch. Let's all take it in. Beautiful carbon fiber bezel. Great looking pink colorway there to connect the top there. The Burton, the Mud Master in pink. Then you have the beautiful button here for the light. Mud resist on the side. We'll talk about all the functions there, but you have an indicator there for altimeter, barometer, compass, and the water resistance 20 bar. Now, before we talk about the band, let's keep going. Metal band keeper, shock resist in white on the top. It's got 5 buttons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they all do something different. We'll talk about that momentarily. On the back, you have the carbon core standard back. There you go. All right, before we get into the functions, let's keep going on the design of the watch. As you can see, you got the Burton in there. The beautiful, like I said earlier, tree-lined, snow-covered Canadian trees on the bands. Not easy to see, especially when it's close up, but if you look from afar, you kind of can see the tree line on the bands. That's the intention. Burton, as you know, is a snowboarding company. And all of the collaborations, they've used the snowboarding effect underlining message on the watches. Now, this is the 4th collaboration, if I'm not mistaken. Originally, the first one was the GGB100. Then there was the GW100 Burton, and then the beautiful green GG1000. And now this is the 4th one, the GGB100. All of them have been successful, very popular, and highly sought after even now in the market, especially the GGB100, the GG1000. It's doing very well. But yeah, here's the design of the band. Very gorgeous print. It's not a raised print, it's very flat. And I'll do a close-up if I can of that. It still has the nice pattern grip on there, so you could hold the band even in wet conditions or conditions brought forward when snowboarding. Here's the other band here. You can see the tree lines there. Metal black IP buckle with the Burton logo. Black glossy buckle there. That's the band keeper, excuse me. The buckle is also black and glossy. Okay. Now let's do some close-up shots of the watch. Now, one thing you'll notice too is the second hand on the watch also has the arrow there. It's pink. See that? Very nice little touch. It's dipped in pink. Very nice accent color there. And then also around the edge here, you see the R, the receiving signal, and the connected signal for the Bluetooth also have a little dial in pink. right, so this watch is a quad sensor. Now, there's not a lot of quad sensors out there. There's the Golf Master is one of them, and have something in common. Both of those are solar powered. Now, this one here is a quad sensor, and it's not solar powered. It's one of the drawbacks I personally think about this watch. Now, there's a lot of functions on this watch, and if you plan on using all those functions, please be very careful about the battery, because all these functions and no solar power will drain the battery quite fast. And that's one of the drawbacks I think about this watch. So let's check them out. Like I said, it's a quad sensor watch, but there's a ton of other functions included in addition to those quad sensors. The first one from the quad sensors is the altimeter. And they're not in order. Of course, that's the barometer, thermometer, sun-down, sunset information, stopwatch, timer, alarm, world time, and you also have your altimeter here, compass, digital compass, back to your home time. So you have altimeter, barometer, compass, thermometer, step tracker, sunrise, sunset, and Bluetooth technology all in this watch, all bundled in this watch. And you push the top left button, you get the step tracker. There goes your barometer graph there, your time of the day, and there's your step tracker. Now, there's other models that have the step tracker. I think this is one of the first ones with a quad sensor that has the step tracker, which is pretty neat. Then you have the day of the week along with the date window. And there you guys have it. All right, now this watch also has Bluetooth, which is another neat feature. Once again, something that will drain the battery. So not only do you have all those quad sensors and all those trusty, cool features, you also have Bluetooth app that's compatible with this watch. And the Bluetooth app is pretty neat. So let's check that out. All right, so now let's talk about how to set up the watch with Bluetooth technology. So you'll see on the watch itself on the right hand side, the connect button. With that button, you push it while using the app. The app itself is called G-Shock Connected. Right there, you can get it from the Apple Store or the Android Store. So open the app, and then on the top there, it'll tell you to select the model of watch you wish to connect. In this case, we're going to be connecting the GGB100. Select that. Then it tells you to push and hold the right button on the watch. So here you push and hold it. All right, you get the app indicator there, and there you go. The watch has been found. Mudmaster GGB, register to the app. You'll see that on the watch there. Once it connects, you'll get an indication that it's been connected. Registration successful. You got the OK on the display there. And now let's talk about some of the functions that you could operate with the watch. There's so many functions, guys, that can be unlocked or tapped by using the application on the phone. So you can use the phone to record altitudes and routes you have moved through, which is pretty neat. And I'll explain that shortly. Also, you can display the heading and distance of the registered location on the watch. That's a pretty cool tool. So if you save a location on your watch, you could later recall that location, and on the watch, you get on the display, you'll get a heading like that. It'll tell you which direction and distance to the registered location, which is useful for instances when you're like out snowboarding, for example, or hiking, camping, and you log a location and you don't want to get lost. You can recall that location, and that's registered on the watch, your starting location, and then head back to your location using the watch. Pretty neat. Then you have the step tracker. On the step tracker, you can record the calories burned and use the phone to also check the number of calories you're burning using the step tracker. Okay, so let's get that started. Go through some of these functions. You guys could see it. Here, you could set up the settings. I noticed that I wasn't able to do it through the watch, and a lot of the watches, you're able to change the units and the unit settings on the watch. For example, if you want to use Fahrenheit or Celsius on the watch, usually you could do it on the watch. I wasn't able to find that. Maybe I just can't find it, but here's easier way to do it. I'm gonna select feet instead of kilometers. And barometric pressure, I'm gonna use this one. Instead of temperature, I'm gonna use this one. Fahrenheit, and height, I'm gonna use feet and inches, not centimeters. And in weight, I'm gonna use pounds. Then send that setting to the watch. The watch will receive that setting. There you go. And now you have that setting complete. Here's some of my information here. Use that information according to your body structure. That helps you calibrate the watch and also get accurate readings of steps and calories burned. Okay, here's the location indicator function I was telling you guys about. All right, let's use the guide. It's pretty neat. You could log data, allows you to log altitude and positions information during activities. Return to register locations like explained earlier. After registering a point you had visited, this function indicates the heading and distance to the registered location, which is awesome, so cool. It's like GPS. Customizing watch settings, and we already did that. That was what we did earlier with the height and all that stuff. Mode customization. Here's our barometer, temperature, recall, sunrise. You can view all these on your phone, on your watch. If you did want to disable some of those to preserve battery power, you could do that. All right, let's go back. Oh, actually, let me see display. There we go. Mode display. Okay. On your display, you can see what you want displayed on your watch as well. And those formats. Let's go back. Okay. Now, here also you could check your step tracker. As you can see, my watch, I just bought it, so it's 78 steps. 1,088 calories burned, according to this. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but nevertheless, it's recorded. You can set up your world time and your home time. See Chicago, and then switch them to be displayed on the watch. And you can set it. Boom. And then you can send it to your watch, like so. You'll see this right there. Oh, I think you have to disconnect the watch before it sends it. But nevertheless, let's do this. Let's put it back. I want the home time to be my home time to display on the watch. Send setting to watch. Okay. So that's how you send the setting to either display your world time or your home time to the watch. All right, next is utilities, which is cool. You can set up all of the alarms here, 1 through 5. You can turn off or disable or enable the signal for every hour. No wonder. I was looking at this watch. This is the watch that I was fixing. Oh, Lord. Anyway, yes, that's the watch I was fixing with the hour. That's why it wasn't moving. So here's a signal marker. You get an hourly signal if you turn that on, or you could disable it here if you don't like the chime every hour. Then you have your timer selection there. You could select different timers on your watch. All right. So there you guys have it. You can record your points on your watch, and then it'll get added to this list there, and you can recall those using your watch to navigate back to your position, which is pretty neat. Very nice little feature. So those are the functions of the watch to set your time and so forth. Just select it. Where it is, settings. Oops. Profile settings, unit settings, mode customization, watch displays, set operation sounds, set time for connecting the watch. This is cool too. You could set how often your watch connects, disconnects, sorry, if you don't operate the watch. So if you have it connected to Bluetooth and you don't press anything, the watch will automatically disconnect from the app. All right, time adjustment. This is cool because if you connect to the Bluetooth on your phone, the watch will automatically sync with the phone to get accurate timekeeping on your watch regularly, so that your watch maintains good or accurate time on the watch. Okay, light settings, you can turn on the light 1.5 or 3 seconds. So if you push the light button, the light will turn on either 1.5 or 3 seconds according to what you select there. Altitude correction settings, altitude measurements, heading settings, method of calculating calories. Here's some different options. Use air pressure data for calculating calories. All right, and then now this is very important here. A lot of people have this issue somewhere along the line from when you own the watch. Adjusting the home positions. Now, what happens with these watches, they're analog and digital watches, is that sometimes your your analog hands become misaligned. Whatever reason, either you bang it or some kind of magnetic interference or whatever the case may be, you change the battery and you have a misaligned analog hands. You will use this feature here to adjust the hand. So if you select on this one, you see that the minute hand is now pointing to the 12 position, and so it is on the watch. You can adjust this manually. You see that on here? What you want to do is make sure that the minute hand is pointing to the 12 o'clock position. That's the alignment, okay? And then send the setting to the watch. Done. Same with the minute hand and hour hand, and then also your second hand, right? So if you push this, you'll see the second hand fly to the 12 o'clock position. If it's not aligned, make sure you align it, and that'll make sure that the digital time matches with the analog hands. Very important. A lot of people have that issue and don't know how to solve it. All right, and then you have daylight savings time. If you want to turn on auto, but set mine to auto. If you want to change the daylight savings time to on, off, or set it to auto. All right, so that's pretty much all the functions of the app. A lot of technology here, guys, and again, you're using a lot of battery power, so be mindful of that. I wouldn't mess with it too much. Do use the watch according to all the specs. Use it as much as possible, but be mindful that your battery is taking a toll. All right, so I'm still connected to the app. Okay, and then to disconnect, just push this little button there, disconnect. Okay, and there you go. All your settings are saved if you sent them to the watch. All right, guys, with that, I leave you. Again, sorry for the lengthy video. Hopefully I captured a lot of it. I didn't want to go into too much details, but there's so much to see here, so much to do with this watch. Hopefully you enjoy it, you like it, and if you don't have it already, it's a must. Only small number of drawbacks on this watch, mostly pros in terms of the watch itself, not a lot of cons. So a lot of color variations, limited edition models, and there'll be a lot more models that will be forthcoming. So with that being said, thanks so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Please smash that like button. Comment below, tell me which color do you prefer. Are you a fan of the Burton? What do you think about the pink on the accents there? Is that too much for you, or is that something you'd be able to rock? But till next time, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Holla at your boy. Peace.
I'm rocking my G-Shock. I'm rocking my G-Shock. I'm rocking my G-Shock. I'm rocking my G-Shock. I'm rocking